Hey folks, welcome back. Tonight we are playing Myth the Wind Age. Let's get started. Okay, so last time we left off, we were in the middle of, or sort of towards the end of, I would say, a battle in the Living Maze. So you guys had just you fought this big boss battle with Ganon, Keeper of the Living Maze, and Gananan, King of the Hollow Earth. You defeated, what's his face, Teostra, and the shaman that was controlling him. And then you have Slanga, whose mask you shattered. And Hilaris, you saw briefly beyond the Black Gate. Hilaris, your grandfather Bastric was born 4,000 years ago during a time that's known to the Caith Brewing scholars of this era as the First Era. The First Era is also sometimes known as the Axe Age, when the humans hewed their great settlements from the world forest and built the free cities of the north. Bastric lived through a war forgotten by living men, when Balor, the first necromancer, now known as the Watcher, destroyed the floating city of Yrkis and retrieved the Death Dream from its ruins. Bastric lived through the genesis of the fallen lords, saw their armies claim the mighty hive cities of the Kaliach and systematically exterminate your people. The Forgotten War ended when the last of the Kaliach lords gathered their surviving people in the Great Citadel. At the behest of the Deeproot Sage, the Kaliach lords used the Dream of Light to destroy their own fortress, leaving behind nothing but an endless chasm known as the Great Devoid. So, what kind of person was Bastric before the Forgotten War?
I would like to think of him as a kindly old grandpa figure that was very into books and studying and learning new knowledge. And this was his years after having trained as a physical warrior in martial studies, which is where I get it from.
Nice. All right. And how did the war change him? And how did he die?
I think that a war changes people in a lot of ways, and I think for him, he went into it as, a young man, um, thinking of glory, and came home realizing that there is no glory in war, and dedicated himself to teaching the younger generations a better way. And I think that he probably would have been one of those who took their last stand and died to protect the secrets from our enemies.
Very good. All right. And so, yeah. So you very likely would know then the greatest secret of the Kaliach that no mortal humans know, which is that the Runestone of Light was not lost or destroyed when the Great Citadel was destroyed in the Forgotten War, when it was consumed by the Dream of Light. You know where it is and how to get to it. Where is it?
Where is it?
The map.
I can pull up the map, sure. Doesn't it's probably, it could be somewhere hidden in this world, or it could be in another place entirely. The Kaliach were known to travel between worlds.
Yeah, I think that it would be hidden in a place like sometimes people say that it's easiest to hide in plain sight. So I think that it would be somewhere that people walk by it every day, don't know what it is. And I think maybe it would be buried underneath a major tree in the heart, the forest heart.
All right, awesome. So maybe the Eldest Grove, the for the forest giants who actually tend Forest Heart are the keepers of the Lightstone.
So we're looking for a Christmas tree.
So here's the thing about the Lightstone is that ever since the Forgotten War, the servants of, actually since long before the Forgotten War, since before even you remember, and before even your legends tell, Nyx, who is the goddess of darkness and chaos and destruction, has been searching for the Lightstone. And you know that the Kaliach, one of their great charges as a people was to protect the stone. And you also know that if the Lightstone were to fall into the hands of the fallen lords or the servants of Nyx, then the whole world would be forever plunged into shadow. All right, so in any case, you see Bastric as the Black Gate stands ajar out there in the living maze. I'll get you guys back here. There's this out above the maze through the dead foliage that was created by Slanga, the warden of the last path, by his aura, and by the explosion of flame from the flame pyre as it died. There is a storm brewing, and so this monsoon winds are kicking up, and the dead foliage starts to get picked up and blown away, and the maze itself is sort of coming apart in the center here, in the area where this battle was fought. And your dragon spirit, Ichabod, held that flame and contained it. Otherwise, the power of it would have consumed this entire place and all of you with it. But there's this remnant here. There's this confluence of energies because the Earth runestones are here. This is where all of the ley lines of the world sort of converge. This is a great place of power. And there's this storm that comes down upon the maze, and is sort of sweeping everything away. And there's torrential rain, there's lightning, and amidst this rain and lightning, Dram sort of in his, following their battle with Teostra, Dram and Jack, Dram sort of like loses consciousness as this great black flame emerges from his body, and the black flame takes on a life of its own. It begins to grow and swell. It starts to consume the broken body of Teostra. It starts to consume the maze around you. Jack, what do you do?
This is where me and Dram draw our lines against each other. So I guess I'm gonna try to deny it. Control it. To have it. Isn't there's places outside the maze, right?
Oh, places outside the maze. How?
Area.
Yeah, so
it's just not.
Yeah, it's not out of the. It's in the forest. It's in it's near the high seat of Dada. It's kind of like in a very hilly location.
I'm gonna use the Blackfire to combat the storm. Use the storm, to do that.
Okay.
It'll take me a second to pull on that.
Sounds like Zuko style.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not my best style, but let's see. At least it wasn't based on intelligence.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Give me a second here.
Okay. The effect is short-lived, lasting only a moment. And where are you trying to direct the flame to? You're directing it up into the storm?
Yeah, into the storm, yeah.
Okay, so this great black column of flame, you conjure it. How does controlling it work exactly? What does that look like? How do you do it? Are there gestures? Is it concentration? What?
It's like the antithesis of my character, the Black Flames is, because it comes from hell, and mine is more radiant fire. because it comes from the rebirth, from the Phoenix. So it is actually I do good. I'm like straining, I'm like raising my arms up into the sky to prevent it, but it's like it shocks me, and like I'm blasted back after I at least prevent it to push it back.
Okay, so you channel the fire out of the maze, which is a very helpful, useful thing, but you're not able to seal the black gate and prevent it from opening. So the energy is just too much for you to hold and control and shape. You don't really hold flame in a way. I guess you sort of like Dram does it sometimes with small amounts of energy, but when you're dealing with such a great storm of energy, you're more directing it than holding it. And you direct this out away from the maze and up into the sky, and so this black gate opens in the sky above the maze. And Hilarious, you can see your grandfather up there, and he's standing between all of you and the black gate. And you see that he looks at you as spirits pour towards the black gate. All of the people that you've killed, the Firbolg that you fought in this maze here, all the people that fought at Dada when that ambush happened earlier, and all of the creatures here that have been slain, like the fungal zombies, all of these entities get drawn screaming towards this gate in the sky, and your grandfather is there on the other side of the gate trying to hold them back. Veranza, there is, yep. You see beside the two of you, I think you're still in form, right? What form are you in?
I am a chimera, so I am in my spider leg, Teostra body, and ape arm.
Okay. You see someone approaching through the remnants of the maze. As the bits of the maze start to fall away, you see one of the which section is he? I think he's last path. Okay, yeah. So you see one of the wardens of the one of the protectors of the last path approaching you through the remnants of the maze, and he looks down in dismay at the shattered mask of Slanga, and he says to you, Veranza, and there seems to be like a clarity to him that you didn't see in the Firbolg faces before. Now that the Flamepire is dead, they're restored. Their minds have returned to them. And you see, he says, "Long have the fallen lords sought to destroy the mask of the warden." And he kind of swallows and he says, "The ways of our people are broken, Druid Veranza. The Earthstones are no longer safe in this place. We need to find a new way to protect them." What do you do?
Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of find out how was it that the elders of, or the higher ups were so easily manipulated. Like how were they able to go under that spell, kind of thing?
He says, and he's having to actually shout at you over the rain and the storm, and he says, and he kind of draws slowly, cautiously closer to you because he's not sure whether you're going to attack him still. And you're this huge, kind of intimidating creature. He's drawing cautiously closer to you, picking his way through the maze. And he says, "The power of flame is great, We were seduced by it. And he says, there is a new fallen lord, one who we saw the vision of her, and she led us, controlled us, charmed us. He's sort of like thinking out loud. He's like, they underestimated his power, at least those who fell. He says, 2 of the lords rebelled when the council of Adada was taken. They are still strong.
Okay, so basically we've got scary Morticia lady that can charm people, and
He says
and there's still other people that I'm talking in out of game. So
yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to understand what you said. So it's that basically there's a new fallen lord that is coming to play.
Yep.
Is that the she?
Yes, so she is, you guys have heard of her before. She is known as the Hearth Taker.
Hearth Taker. Now, the Hearth Taker came in and basically went, Oogie Boogie, here's my boobs. Come look at me. And everybody went, yes, ma'am.
It's not quite like that, but sort of, yeah.
And then, best way for me to put it, and everybody thought that they could control it, but they couldn't really control it, and they kind of got sucked into it, and now they're dead.
Yeah, so she offered them the Dream of Flame.
Okay.
Yeah, she offered them the Dream of Flame as a weapon against the Bright Unor, which is who are the ancestral enemies of the Firbolg, and to help defend their lands. And 3 of the lords of the 5 clans accepted, and 2 did not.
Okay, and then so we have basically gone clicky clicky to the ones that did accept, so they're dead, right?
So Slanga is defeated but not dead. Gananen is dead. And then who's the third one? Oh, the one you're not the Monsoon Lord is actually still alive. So you guys actually fought him at the previous site at the Council of Dada.
Okay.
He was the guy that Ichabod punched out and fed the mandrake root to.
Why did we punch him and then feed him? I'm confused.
Because he was one of the 3 that were being controlled by the Hearth Taker.
Oh, okay. Now is he now on our side?
So you actually, as you're talking to Vigilgos, you actually see him riding the storm, traveling through the sky towards the maze. And so the last time you saw him, Ichabod gave him this mandrake root, so you think maybe he's cured, but you don't know. And there's a whole lot of storm going on. And he's comes sailing towards the maze, lightning and thunder, sort of like, he's got this chariot of like thunder clouds that he's riding on. What do you guys do?
Prepare for battle.
Okay.
Just because, I just would.
Is the storm and the fire still here?
I just want to go into a defensive stance because we did shove the mandrake root down his throat, but that doesn't mean that he was cured.
Right.
So I precaution, I'm going to make sure that I use one of my holds, and I have 1 hold left. So I want to use one of my holds to ready an attack if needed.
Okay. Yeah, so you so to answer your question, Jack, so yeah, this great black portal is still in the sky, and it's sort of come to a particular size, like it isn't growing any longer, but all of these souls are being drawn into it. All the folk who have recently passed, who are in this part of the world, are being slowly, inexorably, sucked toward the portal. And out of the portal come these other souls, not souls of people, not souls of this world, but souls of another realm. and they start to congregate around the portal. And Hilarious, you see that your grandfather is sort of like fighting at the exit of the portal to try to keep them, but he's very clearly losing. And some of them are starting to slip past him and come through. What do you do?
I would very much like to go help him.
Okay.
So can I fly up there in like a charge to, like, grandfather, I can help you.
Absolutely, yeah. So you go charging up to them. That sounds like a hack and slash, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
How high in the sky is the hole?
Let's say it's 150 feet.
That's far.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading what charge did. I don't think anybody could come with me anyway.
What is your
Huh.
charge made out of?
What is your strength?
Say that
I
again.
mean,
It's a charge. When you lead the charge into combat, those you lead take
Yeah.
+1 forward.
Veranza could fly. Dram could fly if he wasn't rendered unconscious by the business with the black portal, the black flame.
To fly, my Zuko style, I could fly, but I'm not the best at it. Nothing like Dram is at shooting himself up. But I do have the ability to call the void and other things like that.
Okay. I'll do that to let you guys see what it says.
All right. Well, I'll join you. We're
Okay.
gonna do Zuko style. I'm gonna say, let's see here. Where are we talking about? We're gonna go up there first. So that's gonna be
Ichabod,
And also, I can do a setup strike and give someone an extra D4 damage against my same target.
I have something similar. Yep. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys are charging over the sky. Okay, so Ichabod, you're there having just defeated the Flamepire with the help of Fadeleem, and the dragon spirit had slunk off of your arm, the tattoo sort of coming to life and coiling around her to contain the flames of her destruction. And as her fire burns out and fades away into the storm, Ichabod, you notice that the dragon does not return to your arm. Instead, it turns to you and regards you with glowing eyes. What do you do?
Have a mini panic attack.
Liam says, looks at the dragon. He's like, "Hey, we come in peace, yeah." And the dragon starts to draw in energy from the storm, and you see like winds swirl around it, and you, Veranza, you also can see invisible lines of force from the earth runes that it draws in, and it starts to grow and change shape. And it becomes this larger creature, on par in size with Ganon, the keeper of the maze. And Ganon sort of steps back, uncertain whether he's going to have to fight this creature. But when it gets to its full size, it's this dragon, but it's not a dragon. It's a thing the size of a dragon, maybe a small dragon like a griffin. It's this inky sort of amorphous, not amorphous, but inky sort of hollow shape that takes on the form and appearance of a dragon, and it lowers its head to you, Ichabod, and invites you to climb on. You climb on? Aileen's like, I think it wants us to ride, maybe? This is your spell, right?
It's not a spell. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
The thing.
Is it safe?
It lets me punch ghosts. That's as far as I know about it.
Oh, good. Well, that's helpful. Thank you, Beastie. Fadelium reaches out and he tries to, like, he goes to, like, reach for it with his sword arm, and then he stops himself. He very carefully and slowly sheathes his sword, and then he reaches out to, like, gently pat it on the head, carefully with the tips of his fingers. It just looks at him, and then it looks at you, Ichabod. What do you do?
Try to act like it's a cat.
Okay, so you ignore it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you got cuddle a king.
Yeah, so you
Johnny, your grandfather.
so you turn and look away from it, and since you decide to ignore it, it launches into the sky and it's chasing after. Hilarious, you have a dragon thing that's made out of, like, tattoo ink flying towards you from below, as you're charging up into this cloud of spirits emerging from the black gate. And Jack, you got a 7 on your Zuko style, so you got short-lived flight.
8.
Yep.
Okay.
I
So
grab the dragon as it's going by with my my other style, which is
okay, I was just gonna say, yeah, so the dragon actually dips to catch you as it sees you starting to fall as your flame sputters.
always, I always find something to grab, and it happens to be a dragon.
Yeah. Yes, you find a dragon to grab, and the dragon goes soaring into the sky, and you guys are up there fighting the spirits. Hilarious, you lead the charge in, and the spirit, you look at it, it's not like a humanoid, it's not like a ghost, it's just this, like, formless thing of light and energy. And when you come close to it, you can feel, like, a static charge in the air. What do you do? You're attacking it, right?
Yeah, I did roll hack and slash earlier.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and do your damage.
Okay.
Okay. And do you want to still take the extra 1d6 and expose yourself to the enemy?
I think that I also have smite, which while on a quest I deal an extra 1d4.
Okay, nice. So go ahead and roll that also. Remind me, what was the exact, what was your quest exactly? It was defend the living maze, I think?
Yeah, it was defend the earth runes.
Right, okay. Yeah, this still qualifies, I would say.
Yeah, and I have the 2 boons of invulnerability and spirit attacks, and able to attack spirits with divine authority.
Right, yeah. So you, I think you're using, like, a halberd, right?
Halberd, yes.
Yeah, so you charge in with this glowing halberd, and you impale one of these spirits. Let me see how many hit points the spirit has. Okay, yeah, you impale one of these spirits, and it sort of crackles and hisses around the halberd, as you strike into its essence and tear part of it apart. But it lingers, and its charge starts to grow. Do you want to deal the extra damage or no?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, roll an extra d6. Okay. As you okay, so the extra damage, so you spear this thing through, but as it dies, it releases this crackling charge of energy all around you. I didn't here we go. Okay, you take 6 damage, ignoring armor. And Jack, you see that Hilarious gets hit by this, like, almost like a bolt of lightning that emanates from the creature as Hilarious closes with it. You're right behind him. You're charging into this line of this cloud of spirits that are descending out of the black portal towards the living maze and towards the earth runes, towards everything. What do you do?
I go right for it. Where's this bolt of lightning coming from?
It's coming from one of the spirits that Hilarious just slew.
Oh, just a second here.
Oh, I killed it?
There's a ringing of steel and thunder as Balmung redirects that lightning towards another of the chariot dude. Right? There's some kind of chariot dude that's trying to fight with the old man.
Yeah. Okay. You're redirecting lightning towards the Monsoon King.
Yeah. Isn't
Okay.
he like somebody trying to destroy the?
So you, what is that? It sounds like a defend, maybe.
Well, I'm using the equivalent of yeah. Let's go with defend.
Okay.
Sure. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
okay. Okay, get an experience point. Yeah.
I can level with these failures here, baby.
Yeah. So Jack, you go to try to channel it. What do you try to do to channel it? Is it like you're using your flame power or?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm actually trying to reach out for it, but it ignores me.
Okay.
Ballman gets infuriated.
Yeah, it's because so you go charging in, you try to redirect it, and you see that Balmung's blade actually draws the energy. So you're both gonna take damage because it's kind of electricity, it's not entirely electricity. So you're gonna split the damage with Hilarious. You'll take 3 and he takes 3. And then you're in amongst the spirits. What do you do, Jack?
Just a second, I had to.
This is in addition to the original hit that
I
I took.
absorb it.
No, this is he's taking part of the hit for you.
All right. So I'm
okay.
thinking I split it. So I am going to, I guess, hack and slash.
Okay, go for it. Okay, do your damage.
That would be this. Where's my damage?
Okay, they are immune to lightning damage, which Balmung makes clear to you if it's not already obvious.
I'm sure there's more than a couple spirits up here.
Okay.
12.
Yeah, so you
I get an extra. I get an extra. Okay, and then I fade into violence.
Okay.
And I go for another one.
Okay, so you cut through one of them. Go ahead and roll for a second one. And Hilarious, you said you got some kind of bonus for leading the charge. What is that? Did you want to proc that move?
+1 forward.
Leading the charge gives those I lead +1 forward.
Okay, so are you leading the charge with Jack here?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jack, you get +1.
So
what do you?
I get +2 forward from him. 1 from me and 1 from my do like hitting people. Or do like to hurt people.
Okay. All right. So you actually got another 10. So roll your class damage again.
Did the creature actually die?
The first one did, yeah.
The one I hit, the first attempt.
Yes.
Did like, okay. All right.
Yeah. So you cut through it, and again, Balmung's lightning doesn't hurt it, but you're using, I think you're using Burning Brand, right? Or
yes.
No? Okay. Yeah. So your Burning Brand cuts it down.
The opposite of the it's more life giving, but I'm going after the gate next.
Okay. So you can't use hack and slash on the gate because you can't really do damage to it. What are you going to try to do?
So that was the damage I did. I'm doing Zuko style to like close the gate.
Okay, yeah. So we've already determined that the gate is beyond your control. We rolled for that earlier, right? So
sure, but no. What I'm trying to do is I'm using the Balmung to try to chop the gate up.
Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, it is a Kaliak weapon. Trying to decide how I should. I don't think you can. Yeah, even Balmung, I think, can't sunder a portal between this realm and the Death Realm. I think that's beyond his power.
Right. Then.
Okay.
And I am basically I'm I'm up in the air,
Okay.
and I'm going
so
to blood the void to get back on the
Never
dragon.
mind, I got him.
Okay, so Jack Hilarious, you guys are up there fighting, and then Ichabod, you're down on the ground here. Ganon approaches you. Actually, I would say Ganon is sort of still recovering from their duel here. Rudraga, the Deeproot Sage, approaches you, Ichabod, and he sort of picks his way past the remnants of this part of the maze, and he says, "Those two will not hold back the spirits forever. The stones must be gone from this place when the spirits descend. Will you take them?"
I tried moving them. They didn't move.
They do now. He gestures, and you see them rip from the ground and start floating toward you. And these things are huge, by the way. They're like each one is like a man-sized statue type of shape. They're not man.
They come
shaped,
travel
but-
sized.
He
Can I just get the souvenir style? I
You
don't
have
need
a
the
So he turns and he starts to manipulate the energies, and he says, "Druid Veranza, aid me in this." What do you do?
I aid.
Okay. Go ahead and I think you have a move that's like speaking to spirits, right?
I believe so. Give me one moment because I thought that I had my character sheet up and I was wrong.
So most dreams would not have this power to reshape the rune stones of weird, but the earth rune stones are uniquely suited to this because the rune stones themselves are made of stone amongst other energies, and it's sort of in their domain, so to speak. I thought you had a one that was like a spirit call or something. Let me.
What was it? Oh, the primal spirits.
That's the one, yeah.
Got it. Ah, nice.
There you go. So you speak to the primal spirits of the rune stones, and Rudraga is trying to shape them into a portable size. What shape exactly do you want them to take?
I literally just want to shrink them down until they're souvenir size.
Okay, like the size of your fist, like the size of a finger. What?
Like the size of your thumb.
Okay, so you so choose two of your options there.
I am going to I'm going to pay nature's price, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to chop my thumb off of from the top, the knuckle up.
Awesome. Okay, which thumb?
It is going to be my left thumb.
Okay. So the because you this bargain is accepted and your sacrifice is consumed by the spirits as they manipulate the stones. And so it's like you smear your blood on each of these huge monoliths, and the blood sort of melts and sinks into them, and then they start to grow and change at your command. And so the two of you guys, or the three of you guys, Ichabod, Fadelim, and Veranza, you have these three stones, and Fadelim reaches and he's like, I guess we should each take one.
Sure.
Okay, so Veranza takes a stone. Fadelim, you take a stone. Ichabod, are you taking the third stone?
Yeah, I'll take the third one.
All right. And Rudraga says, go from this place. Travel east.
Aye, aye, Capitan.
Hilarious. you see you're fighting up in the sky with these sort of pseudo electrical otherworldly spirits, and you see beyond them, and as you could see through the black portal, and there's this feeling like footsteps on your grave that just passes all through your body, both of you, you and Jack. And Hilarious, you with your sort of Kaliach senses, you see beyond, and you can see the face of the spirit that is called the Leveler, which is sort of like the right hand of Nyx, the ultimate force of destruction that drives the fallen lords. And you see the spirit meeting your gaze, and it sort of like drives a splinter into your mind. What do you do?
Probably scream in pain and arch backwards, starting to fall.
Okay. So Hilarious, Jack, you see Hilarious cry out and fall. You have a moment, Hilarious, where you glimpse that spirit. Do you want to look at it? You can have the opportunity to discern realities if you would like.
To look at the leveler?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know what he looks like.
Okay, go for it.
Discern realities.
Okay, ask your questions.
Yeah.
I think I probably should ask what is about to happen.
Okay. So you see the leveler's power growing with each passing moment, and you see that around the leveler on the other side of the portal, there are these signs, these bindings that hold the leveler in place, and they bear the same runes that are on the mask that were on the mask of Slanga, Warden of the Last Path, before it is shattered. And so you see now those runes are broken; their power has gone from them, and so the leveler is breaking free of its prison and is about to try to come through the portal.
Well, that's bad.
And you know that it has arms, or that it has fingers already in this world. There's always a one of the fallen lords, the greatest of the fallen lords in each age, is possessed by the leveler, but that's only a fraction of its power. You have 2 more questions.
Does anybody have a suggestion? Because I'm not sure what to ask. I would probably say who's really in control here, but would I think that was Nyx controlling him in the first place?
So yeah, so yes and no. So that's actually a good question. So you see, and you know, of course, that Nyx is that the leveler spirit is a manifestation of Nyx. That it's the most direct link to the darkness that opposes the shards of Weird, that shattered Weird in the first place. But you can also see within the leveler, you can see the spirit of the fallen lord, the one who's tied to the leveler. And you see a man's face, and you know that his name is Majarin.
Majarin.
I'll type it in the chat.
No, I almost got it right.
I think I have a picture of him. Give me 1 second. There we go. So he's actually, this card is for the Emperor, but he's actually in this picture. He's the guy on the left holding the staff.
Oh, okay. He reminds me of Worm Tongue.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So you know that. So you see this vision of him through your connection, momentary though it is, with the leveler, and you know that he is a figure of power in the human court at Lankerfan. What's your third question?
What should I be on the lookout for?
Hmm. Well, you need a way to close the portal. I think what you well, let's see, what would you see from touching the leveler? You could I think you would see what the leveler fears. The leveler fears that the lightstone will be wielded against it. And it fears the confluence of powers from the runestones as they're collected, and it knows something of the future. It knows that something's happening in this age. You see sort of a bit of it, a part of its vision, as you look upon it. So you're looking for the runestones that are needed, and the rituals that are needed to seal the gate.
Okay. So we're not going to be able to seal the gate without the stones.
Right. Okay, and then you are stricken by the leveler and you fall. And Jack, you see Hilaris falling. What do you do?
I will reach out, grab him somehow. I guess that's a defend.
I would say it's more like a defy danger, strength or dex, probably.
Sure.
Without really reducing his damage or anything like that.
I don't know what just happened, but I got goosebumps.
Okay, so you dive down away from the portal, and the dragon turns, and I'm gonna say, Jack, as you turn and you dive down after Hilaris and you grab him, you look up again at the black gate above you. You see that Hilaris's grandfather has stepped through to your side of the portal, and he is with you, like sort of standing, not standing, but I guess hovering beside you because they're winged people. You see his spirit hovering beside you, looking down over Hilaris. And Hilaris, you see your grandfather, he touches the side of your face and wakes you. And he says, "My fight is nearing its end. Yours is only beginning. You must survive this." And he looks up at the portal, and he says, "Look to your charge and leave this place." What do you guys do?
Who's our
Probably.
So yeah, you guys don't know what he's talking about. Hilaris is the only one that knows what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
I would probably try to like cup his hand to mine.
Actually, you might think that he's talking about the Earthstones. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I did right now.
Oh, okay.
I think that he was talking about the Earthstones. But then when he said only I would know, then I thought maybe the Lightstone. So
Yeah, so it's probably, you think it's probably both, actually.
yeah.
Sorry, go. What were you saying?
I would cup his hand in on my cheek with my hand and tell him that I won't let you down, and I'll get back up like and try to push Jack's hands off of me so that I can fly on my own and look to where the stones used to be. They've been a little busy. I didn't realize they've been moved.
Yeah, so you so your people were there at the moment, not quite at the moment when the stones were created, but at the moment when they were given to the living people of this world. They were actually long ago, before even your grandfather's time, tens of thousands of years ago. They were in the Kaliak's charge, all of them. And the leveler has been fighting for millennia upon millennia to try to shatter them, lose them, take them away from you, seize their power for its own And so it's ground your people down over a very, very long time, until the stones are scattered to the four winds, and most of them you don't even know the whereabouts of anymore.
Having known where 3 of them were at the moment, I would probably panic seeing that they're not there and just like
right. Sorry. Yeah.
energetically look around.
Yeah. So my question was how close is the Kaliak's relationship with the stones? Can you sense them? Can you see them? Is there like a glow to them? Because the Kaliak are intimately tied to the magic of the runestones.
I would think that if I concentrate, like I can sense where they are if I'm close enough.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, so
maybe, like if they were on the other side of the country, I would just feel like, okay, one's in the west, but not exactly where if I'm too far away.
okay, awesome. All right, so you sense the presence of the runestones, and those who hold them.
So, when I lock eyes on the 3 who are running with the stones, I'll
I actually lock
try
eyes
to-
with them, and
I'll
I
try-
put up my finger that shows the thumb missing.
I would try to yell to Jack over the wind and rain. We have to go, and like try to tug on him to follow me as I fly towards them.
All right, Jack jumps off
Mhm.
the dragon. Let's
Yeah.
go.
All right. So you guys all get ready to flee the scene. The
Suddenly
monsoon.
realized that Jack is 150 feet in the air, free falling.
Wait, what?
Well, he told me to follow him, so
Oh,
Jack just
okay. I guess the dragon
I'm
is
not
following
catching you
behind
guys.
you.
does this guy have any clue that we're up 150 feet up just because he's got wings? Grab me off the
No.
dragon. I don't control the dragon.
So you
Well,
leap off of the dragon turns and it starts diving down after you.
I'm like,
I was gonna say I do have 16 strength. Maybe I could catch him.
You could go ahead, try to catch him. This will be interesting.
Do I just roll strength?
I think strength, yeah.
Failure.
Did that not? I'm clicking strength and it didn't. It's not.
How did your party die? How did your party member die? Well, you see, they were riding on the back of a dragon, and
And a guy with actual good strength said no.
yeah. Okay, so hilarious. So you fly up and you catch Jack, and it's a very sort of strange arrangement because he's probably 5 times your body mass. But you,
Should be
because
more
you're
than that.
you have this great magic within you. Yeah, probably more than that. Yeah, you have this great magic within you. It's more your magic than your wings that are holding him up. But you managed to.
I like imagine gripping the back, like I'm scruffing him, like grabbing
Yeah.
the back of his
Yeah.
clothes and just like flying him down towards the earth.
Just my character's like, well, you told me to follow.
You see the Monsoon King is the storm that he's riding has come upon the living maze, and you see him descending. And Veranza, he's descending towards you, and you see the lightning flash in his eyes as he looks at you. And he alights on sort of amidst the burnt and broken branches of the maze. And he inclines his head respectfully, first to Ichabod and then to you, Veranza. And you see him reach up, and he's got this kind of gnarled staff made of lightning glass that's like black and gray, sort of like there's obsidian in there. It's this sort of very natural object, but it's this huge branch. Essentially, he holds it up, and lightning streaks down from the sky and starts to strike the space around the portal. And he says, I will use all of my power to keep the spirits from coming through. He's looking at Druid Veranza, and he says, where will you take the stones?
I said, where are we? Oh, we have to go to the Lightstone, right?
Right.
And it's and do we know? Like, I know meta, we know where the Lightstone is, but do we know what he knows?
That would be up to Hilaris. I'm going to say no, unless Hilaris, you are telling them at this moment.
Nope.
Okay,
No?
I didn't think so.
So I go, I lie by omission kind of thing and say, to the place where they're most needed.
He nods and he says, we will see each other again.
And I incline my head. Well, my whatever I am. My mane at this point.
Okay, and you guys travel at this point, I'm going to say, unless you guys want to do something else here first. Actually, I would. So are you guys all leaving the maze?
We're GTFOing.
Okay, yeah. So you GTFO. You see that Veranza, as you guys are leaving, and I'm guessing you're heading east, like they told you, presumably. You see that there are people, members of the Fearball clans, all 5 clans, that are not hunters and warriors like the guys you've been fighting. They're just civilians. There's young and old. There's like kids in there, and there's basically every kind of person you can think of. They're out there, like in the forests, sort of making their way towards the living maze to see what's going to happen with the fighting, because all the clan chiefs are there, and all of their power and their sacred symbols of their people are there. And so even though these people aren't really warriors, they're there to do whatever it is that they can do. But you see that there are people that are looking for their lost loved ones, the people that have died in the maze. And people are looking for Ganon, the King of Hollow Earth, who has fallen. Do you interact with them? And some of them look to you, Veranza, and they say, "What's happening?" What do you tell them?
Now, and this is for meta knowledge, were only the higher ups mind washed, or were the whole clan?
It's hard. You don't know at this point for sure what the extent of it is, but definitely some of the clan members were brainwashed, along with the clan chiefs.
If I'm gonna do so, at this point, I have to do this. I want to discern realities.
Okay, you see that one of the warriors of the storm, the Monsoon King, is with them. Her name is Vithra Vossen. I think you met her earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She's their shaman.
Okay, so I want to discern realities.
Okay.
I want to. Oh no, probably spout lore. Okay. Sorry, please forgive me. I was thinking more about it. Spout lore. Where are you?
Okay. What are you trying to spout lore about?
I want to know if there's knowledge out there that if we kill, or if we took out the leaders of the brainwashing kind of thing. Like, Big Lady brainwashed the clan chiefs, but did the clan chiefs brainwash the clansmen, or was that...
Okay, yeah, that would definitely be a spout lore.
Yeah. So...
okay, GM will only tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful. So not a lot is known about the powers of this Fallen Lord, because she is new to the world. Many of the Fallen Lords that you guys are fighting, like particularly Balal the Watcher, he's been around for centuries. He was responsible for the fall of the floating city, like I was talking about earlier. But this Fallen Lord, her powers are not well known, but from what you've observed, you saw that the control of all of them melted away the moment the flame pyre was destroyed. Dram, being an expert on the flame pyre, pyres, would certainly know more. But he's unconscious right now. I'm assuming you guys are going to carry him unless you're going to leave him here in the maze.
Could he have been shrunken down with the stones so that we can put them in our pocket?
Sure, why not?
Perfect. Thank you. Jack,
goodness.
take
All
your
right.
boy.
Actually, I don't know. That seems like, I feel like that seems like a little bit too goofy, and I don't know if it makes sense like in the narrative. Like
No.
maybe, if you guys had a wizard with reduced person, you could do it, but
on my back.
My
Okay,
response
yeah.
would be thumbs up and then laugh.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so I think the dragon will carry him if you don't want to, but you can also carry him.
I'm still Teostra, but what I will do for the people, I will say, much is unknown of the horrors that they incurred within their minds. However, we go seek redemption for them.
Sorry, redemption for who? For the five lords?
The lords who were brainwashed.
Vithra says we all lived as if in a dream. We saw this flame and it called to us and it fed on people. She says, I think it was feeding on Teostra. Is Teostra recovered now that the creature is destroyed?
It said at this, God, we did murder him, didn't we?
Yep.
I can't hide the truth from my people. And I would say, unfortunately, my bond with Teostra is complete, and he is no longer of this world.
She says, I understand. Many things are changing. And she says, I need to find a new path for our people. We need to find a new path for our people. They're no longer safe in this place. The old ways are dying around us.
I will have them. So, on the world map, was there a place that this is what I'm trying to remember because it was so long ago. I feel like that there was an area that we set free from whatever was going on. And I can't remember if that was going into the sewers or if that was with drums.
I think they could describe a couple different places. You might be talking about the 12 Duns, which is where Drum's Nan was from. Okay. But that town was burned. All those people went to Lankerfan.
They went to Lankerfan.
Yeah. So I mean,
Lankerfan trying to rebuild.
So Lankerfan is under siege by the Hearthtaker currently.
Okay. So I said, what I will charge them to do is basically go back to the lands of where those people were and start rebuilding the nature that was around there so that it can be ready for their return. I give them a new charge.
Okay. She says, we owe you much for protecting our people from this evil. We will do this thing. Though it may cost us many lives.
and it may cost us many more if you don't.
Let me write that down one
And then
second.
we do our like the traditional like, and you see it with the like the wine and the New Zealand's where they like touch heads and breathe as one breath.
Okay, yeah,
So that's done.
awesome. All right, and you guys travel east. What is your destination? Or your immediate destination, I'll say.
Because we don't know about the Lightstone, I feel like that we need to find a place to rest so that we can kind of like figure out what we're doing. So is my like town still where the hell are we?
You guys are all the way over on the west side of the map. Your town's not nearby, but you could go there. I mean, there's nobody
Okay.
there as far as you know. Like, there's no population there, so there's no reason for any
Right.
like nefarious creatures to hang out there.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Marco?
This is open to everybody in the party. Where do you guys want to go? You got there's a lot of shit going on.
There is.
The safest place in
okay.
the world.
Yeah, so let me just recap some of the other things that the party kind of has on back burner actually. So you guys now have the Earthstones. You probably are going to need to get the Lightstone at some point if you want to close the Black Gate and prevent the Leveler from swallowing the world. You've got a human capital city of a failing empire in the middle of the map that's under siege by the Hearthtaker. And you know that inside the city walls, there's the Leveler himself is possessing one of the members of the court of that city, the Imperial Court. You know that there is the Warlock's Tower and Scholomance, who are all subjects of the High Warlock, who is the possessed guy. You know that Moagim is out there marauding around somewhere. You know he's got this Kaliach artifact that makes him invincible, and you guys have to find a way to destroy it somehow. You know that the Trow are marching down from Avernus and are preparing for war on human lands. You know that the Hearthtaker herself is in Gower, which is the place where Jack's gang is. And then, of course, you guys have allies in Mirgard with the dwarves. You successfully defended that city, and the Tain is also there. Or no, it was the Tain. No, the Tain is actually in Lankerfan. So you guys have that artifact that can send creatures to other dimensions. And then the Watcher is also still out there. So there's a lot of things in the air right now. So you guys at this point have to decide what you want to go after. Or
Human capital is lost.
Yeah, we're like, we're sitting here just kind of going, what? Huh?
yeah.
I honestly feel like that like, if you guys agree, I think we need to just get to a place to sort out what we have to do.
Okay. What's the nearest safe place we can go to?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Go to the dangerous place. What you talking about?
No, we are not going to the most.
So I mean, so you know that there's that library out in the desert. You could like potentially stay there. That's a safe place. You know, you think that Moonchild is a safe place at least for right now. Scholomance could be a safe place, and Majarin doesn't find out that you're there. You're not sure about
The idea of the
Gower.
library.
There's also Forest Heart, which, as far as you know, is okay. Okay, you're going to the library.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. Now we have to read.
That's not a bad thing.
Another thing you're afraid of? Damn.
Okay, so we're going to embark on a perilous journey. We're going to do the perilous journey move. Give me 1 second.
Jack doesn't know how to read.
I have an intelligence of 8, so yes, I can barely read.
I'm with you there. Jack just puts a hand on your shoulder and goes,
Oh, there's one other thing that I wanted to mention that's been mentioned in previous sessions is that the undead, the armies of the Watcher in particular, are systemically destroying crops and farms all across the land, like in every part of civilization that you guys know of. So there's going to be a famine soon, most likely.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Undertake a peerless journey. Okay. There you go. Okay, this is the move. When you travel through hostile territory, choose one member of the party to act as a trailblazer, one to scout ahead, and one to be quartermaster. So who wants to do each of those three things? Scout, trailblazer, quartermaster.
I'll quartermaster.
I'll scout if no one else does.
Okay.
I can take Trailblazer.
Okay.
Yep, I love getting XP that way.
I will be the danger sense.
Okay. Okay, so we got a failure on scouting.
Oh, what do I have to
You
do?
quickly
I'm
realize
sorry.
that it's not a failure. It is Jack's intention to find the biggest group of trouble.
Yeah. What do I
So-
have to click again? I'm sorry.
Ichabod, you turn it. So you're doing this is Defy Danger Wisdom. So Ichabod, are you assisting Jack with the scouting? You want to roll as well?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Woohoo!
So you're not going to be rolling wisdom. You're actually rolling your bond, which would be +1 unless you have a multiple increase.
You just said defy danger wisdom.
No, you're rolling wisdom. Ichabod was not.
Oh,
I sadly do not.
Okay, but either way, you still got the same result, which is a 7. You do have a bond with Jack, right?
I don't think we do.
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay, so you actually both of you failed at scouting then because you guys were. Let's figure this out narratively. Actually, so you guys are both scouting as you're traveling east through the jungle and across the mountains and so forth. What's the problem that prevents you from working well together, Jack and Ichabod?
He's scared of
I'm
everything.
sensible and he's not.
Okay. So how does that manifest in your scouting?
My scouting is causing a lot of it, like noise and attention and stuff like that. Just, and whatever attacks me, obviously it's there, so I found it. Whereas his is like a quarter mile behind me watching what happens as I terrorize the local fauna and stuff.
Okay.
I am strategically hiding behind everything.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so you guys are not. There's definitely some friction going on there. Jack is trying to make trouble, trying to find what's out there, and you're not really able to communicate with each other because Ichabod doesn't want to be seen. So the scouting doesn't work well. And then we got the bronze. You get a 10 for the quartermaster, so we're using one less ration. I'll figure that tracking out in a second. And then
The woman who
wait.
doesn't eat is in
Yeah,
charge.
the woman that doesn't eat.
Yeah.
Literally one less.
I guess that makes her impartial.
Yeah, I'm just basically like, whatever.
So what do you do actually to help the party conserve rations?
I actually go foraging because I know what is edible and what's not edible.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So you probably pick up a lot of forage in the air mine actually, because you know like a whole bunch of local fruits and herbs and roots and things like that that the party can cook and eat. So you save them a lot of food on the first leg of the journey in particular, and you're hunting and stuff as the party travels later on. Okay, cool. So and then Hilaris, you said you were the trailblazer. Roll me Defy Danger Wisdom for the trailblazer.
So roll wisdom.
Yep.
So I performed my job as expected.
Okay, very good. So this is Hilaris. You're the primary arbiter, but it's up to the whole party. Which direction do you guys want to go? We talked a couple sessions ago, which you weren't there for, about the going through the cloud spine. And there's basically two ways that you can go. the north way, which is called Norn Pass. You guys went through before, or the party members went through before and fought an army of the Watcher that was led by this kind of Ice Knight character. And then, so you fought that army. You know that there's remnants of that army still there. Yeah, you stole his sword and his helmet, I think. Somebody has his helmet. And then to the south, which is a little bit further out of your way, you have Seven Gates. And Seven Gates is not really like likely to have an undead presence there. But the reason that they don't guard it as closely is because the pass itself is quite treacherous. And there are also dangerous wild creatures and things out there. So which route do you guys want to take?
I think that we should probably go the shortest way.
Okay, so that would be Norn Pass.
I mean,
We got to use that
treacherous
before, haven't we?
treacherous terrain doesn't mean much to someone who doesn't walk, but it does seem like a quite a ways out of where we want to go.
Okay. All right, so you're heading back to Norn Pass. So let's handle the first leg of the journey here. Give me 1 second. So you guys, so it's like a 4-day journey for the party to Norn Pass. So how many, including Fadelim, who's also eating your rations, how many, is somebody besides Dram keeping track of the rations, or is Dram the only one that has the ration info?
It was the only one that had
Okay,
the rations.
Let's figure that out real quick. We need like a shared document or something where that info is so somebody else can keep track while he's out. Give me 1 second. Let me just look on his sheet and see if it's there. Okay, here we go. He's got 58 rations. So I guess for now, we'll just modify his sheet. So how many party members do we have, including Fadelim, who's also eating the rations?
Well, he's knocked out, so...
Right. Yeah, we won't count him because he's in the NPC closet.
Right.
He's in the NPC closet.
I also brought 10 rations with me,
Okay.
but I imagine they're my sized rations.
Okay, fair enough. Do you want to, for simplicity's sake, let's just add them to the general ration pile, I think. If that makes sense to you. Okay. That we don't have to keep track of 2 separate ration stacks or do some kind of conversion. Okay, so how many rations are we deducting for the 4-day journey, Veranza?
So 58, 68. We have, man, I have to do math. Hold on. So we have me, Ichabod, we have Jack and Leon. Plus failing, that's 6. 6 times 4.
Okay, and then you're reducing everybody's ration usage by 1, don't forget. Because of your roll. Okay.
So, and then, 6 times 3. So that would be 18. So, it would be back down to 40, right?
If it's 18, then it should be 50, I think.
Yes, 50.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
I
All right.
10 again.
I also forgot a 10.
Woohoo!
All right, so we got that sorted. So you guys come upon Norn Pass. Ichabod, so you're kind of creeping up on the pass, and you can see that the armies of the Watcher are still there, and that he's replenished their number. So the creatures that you guys destroyed, you don't see that general, the big Ice Knight that you guys fought before, because he's obviously destroyed, but the armies are still there, and they've replenished their forces since the last time you came through. You notice, Ichabod, as Jack is approaching the pass because you're hiding, you see that there is a faint purple glow far up on the mountainside, up over, like overlooking the pass. Just like a little tiny dot of light in the distance at this range. What do you do?
Trip Jack so he doesn't make sure we get noticed. And then
Okay.
point to the shining thing in the sky.
Okay, I think that sounds like a Defy Danger Dex. Okay. So you, let's see, you succeeded in hiding, but I can offer you a hard bargain. I'm gonna say in the time that I'll let you choose sort of meta what happens. You can either grab Jack and not be seen, but the light will be gone. You'll lose track of it. Or do you want to be seen and be able to keep track of that light?
I think personal safety is better than a nightlight.
Okay, yeah, so which one are you paying more attention to? And it's you guys. Okay, so you hide. So the rest of the party slowly comes up to your position. What's your hiding place like? You're in the foothills of the cloud spine here.
A very uncomfy cave.
Okay, nice. Secret tunnel.
Goes over to you and says, "Where's my pillow?"
Okay.
Giggling over here. Secret tunnel.
Such a great episode. That was Atla Avatar. So you guys are there, you're scouting out the pass, you've spotted something out there. And the armies of the Watcher are there. What are you guys doing? You found this cave that you can hunker down in for the moment.
So where's this light on the top?
You're not sure. You lost track of it. You can't see it anymore. But it was up on the mountains on the north side of the pass up here.
I successfully kept Jack from getting us killed.
Only an army.
Oh my god.
Can I fly up there and have a see if I can find what was creating the glow?
Sure. Are you trying to be stealthy?
I also glow, so I don't know if I can be, but I can try.
I would say you could suppress the glow with an effort of will if you wanted to, but you obviously don't have to.
Okay. I would try to bring the glow down, like maybe not all the way, but like if I took it from like a 10 to a 1.
Okay, since you're small anyway and the glow is the primary thing giving you away, let's call it a Defy Danger Wisdom instead of Dex for your stealth.
Defy Danger Wisdom. Oh,
Ooh, okay, you get an experience point. So you
Followed.
struggling to suppress the glow. And how do you move? Are you flying directly towards the peak? What does your route look like?
in an attempt to be somewhat stealthy, I think I would, as I was going up the peak, kind of like from overhang to rock to maybe a bush or something that might be there to try to hide myself and my fluttering wings.
Okay, so you're flitting from bush to rock to tree, kind of imagine you're sort of scaling up the face of the mountain, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you're heading up towards that summit where you think the light was, or where they said the light was because you didn't see it, right? You're heading up towards the summit, and you're hiding in a bush on a sort of jagged cliff face, scouting out, like kind of peeking up at a ledge above you, and you hear this kind of wet sound. It's like a distinctive smack, like a body hitting the floor, and it's not far from you. It's maybe, you think, 5-10 feet. It startles you because you're not expecting it. and you hear it over the sound of the wind because it's very windy up here. And what time of day is it when you guys do this scouting? I guess it would be nighttime because you're seeing this light, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, is it? Well, I'll let you guys decide. Is it like evening? Is it dusk? Is it the middle of the night, or is it towards morning?
I would think that we probably would have taken shelter for the night, so it's probably I'd call it before bedtime, the
Okay.
after dinner kind of
Okay,
time.
cool. All right, so it's like mid-evening, mid to late evening. Okay. Yeah. So you creep up.
Dusk.
Yeah. So it's very windy night. And you can hear wind howling through the peaks and so forth. But you hear this wet smack. And then there's this kind of shape that like you can't see well because there's no light source aside from your light, which is suppressed. But in the very faint glow from your wings, you can see this kind of humanoid figure rising from the bushes not far from your position. What do you do?
Like a normal human-sized one, or like
You can discern realities if you want to try to figure out what it is. Oh, okay.
Do you
racking
really?
up experience?
Yeah, yeah. Good for you. You're gonna level up sooner rather than later. Okay, so this thing, as it starts to lurch towards you, you really have trouble making it out in the darkness. But it kind of moves with this slow, shambling gait that makes it very obvious that it's undead, whatever it is, and it kind of has its head, and it's like the size of a human, but its head and upper body and limbs look like swollen, like it's the corpse of a person that drowned or something.
Yeah, bloated.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like that.
What do you do?
I am not. Well, let's be brave. Can I turn like my light all the way up to get a good look at it? And if it's the only one there, I want to attack it.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
If it's not the only one there.
Okay, it is this guy. I'm gonna just plunk him here on the map. You can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you turn up the light. You see this.
Ew.
Yeah.
Didn't I almost drown from one of those?
And
Yeah.
yeah. You're gonna charge it. Did you say?
Yep.
Okay. Roll hack and slash. Actually, no. I'm gonna say you go to charge it. You draw your halberd and you fly towards it, spear raised. And as you do, it lifts that little dagger that it's holding and goes to slam it down into its own stomach, like it's committing suicide. What do you do?
Stop in my tracks and wonder what the heck is going on.
Okay. So it penetrates one of these big bloated like sacks in its stomach. And there's an explosion. The whole body of the thing disintegrates, and there's this wave of force that flies outward. Defy danger, con or dex? How do you want to try to resist it?
Definitely con.
Okay. So you okay, so you're not going to be paralyzed by the poison that splatters over you. But it is going to deal.
By the way, did our hit points stay the same after travel, or do we reset?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you guys have been traveling for several days. You should be at full hit points now.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Also,
wanted to make sure.
yeah, thanks for reminding me. Sorry about that.
Our mascot Narga has showed up.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so you're going to take half of 7, which is 3 damage from the concussive force of the blast. This is after the damage being halved from your defy danger. So you're caught in the blast because you're expecting it. You didn't really try to dodge or anything like that, but you're strong, you're armored, and you've got this natural energy that protects you. So you manage to sort of deflect some of the blast, but the force of it hurts you. Your ears are ringing afterwards. You're briefly disoriented. And this thing explodes all down the mountainside, and the radius of the explosion is, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 feet or so. And so you're caught in the middle of it, and there's this shower of like bloated putrid flesh that just flies everywhere, all out over the mountainside, and there's like chunks of it bouncing down the mountain, leaving trails of this horrible ichor everywhere. And the explosion is loud. There's like this roar that it makes right before it goes off, and then there's like this horrible flesh ripping sound that echoes all over the mountainside as it detonates.
Jack, you're supposed to make noises like that in private.
What do you do, Hilarious? So you guys down below, you hear you know the sound because you fought one of these things before. You all hear a white explode on the mountainside up above you.
Um,
Done.
I am going to turn and fly as fast as I can back down to the cave,
Okay.
and through huffs and puffs, say I accidentally triggered their alarm.
Yeah. Okay.
Can my expression just go from admiration to another dumb fuck as quickly as humanly possible?
All right. You guys,
Please, furbogly possible.
you guys are there at the cave, and there's this moment where there's this explosion, and then all you hear afterwards is the wind for several minutes. As Hilarious, you come swooping back down to the cave, like panting, I'm assuming, and warn everybody, that you set off their alarm. Then what happens? It's kind of a light rain. There's the high wind. It's dark out. You can't really. You guys can move somewhere. You don't have a good vantage of the army, the Watcher's army from the cave. So you don't know what they're going to do. What do you do?
I don't know.
Should we leave the two for bait and then run away?
I mean, is there more? Well, we all know that Jack just wants to fight what's ever coming. So, correct?
Pretty much.
I mean, the undead won't be undeaded left to their own.
And we have no holy water this time.
Yeah. And we have no healing.
I do have lay on hands. I mean, it's not a lot, but I took I don't know how to say this, hospitaler, which gives it an extra 1d8.
I just realized I made a slight mistake. So you guys actually did not go through this pass before. This is you guys went south through 7 gates. The other pass that you had an option on the last journey was Myrkridia, which is all the way down here. So Norn Pass is pretty much a similar setup though to 7 gates, and there's also an army of the Watcher that is stationed there. So you're in the same circumstance regardless. I'm sorry, what were you saying about the Hospitaller ability?
When I heal an ally, it gives me an extra 1d8.
Okay, so you healing somebody? Yourself,
I
or?
don't think anybody needs healed.
Okay.
Veronza was just saying that we didn't have a healer, and I'm like, well, I have a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys do have a paladin now, so you have some healing. You got the lay on hands.
But it's okay.
We could just go to the back of the cave and hope that, if some other scout of their army comes, that they just won't see us. I don't know how good the senses are on an undead.
Good enough to know that they can't drown. And doesn't know that they're on fire.
I kind of meant, like, would they hear us, see us, smell us?
I don't
As you,
know.
as you guys are sitting there debating, you
No
see
idea.
shapes moving out in the rain. They're still at the distance at this point. They're pretty, a couple 100 yards away. But you see that there's these thin figures picking their way slowly across the ground, searching around the mouth of the pass.
Oh no, the shrooms are acting up.
Nah.
Hmm.
Slender Man.
Well, I could, turn the light up all the way and, like, go flash around them and try to lead them away from our cave.
I don't think flashing them will help anybody.
Well, not that many of them. Just 60 or 70. It's fine.
I think we should hogtie Jack and just move to the back of the cave, maybe.
I agree.
Jack, be useful and be our campfire.
So what do you guys want to do? Who wants to make a move? Jack, you're
All
calling your burning brand.
Yep, it's raining out.
Okay, yeah, you're still struggling with the rain. You can conjure it, but as soon as you step out of the cave, it flickers out.
He's not gonna move. Like, that's the thing. So it's either we fight with him or we have to drag him back.
Who's not going to move? Jack, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've looked around lately, but if you want to hold him down, it's not going to be me that does it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I don't have any strength, but I could.
I have
Ooh.
nothing but strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's two things that we could do. I could act like how large is the entryway to the cave? Like how many feet?
I don't know. Caves are not large. Typically, we'll say this is an unusually large cave, probably 7 or 8 feet across. I mean, the interior of the cave can be quite large, but there's not a big
Like
opening.
the entryway.
Yeah, the entryways,
Okay.
I'll say it's 7 feet.
7 feet. All right, this is what we're gonna do. But ow.
I guess it varies a lot, actually, from cave to cave.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you're taking on a form. What form are you taking?
Taking on a form. I am actually going to take on the form of a mole. Basically, I'm only
Okay.
going to use one for this, but I am going to dig around and basically collapse the entrance of the cave.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. I would say no roll required other than your shape changing, which you already did. You bury the party underground.
And this is when Ichabod reveals he's also claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But
that figures.
I did, but we can now go through the caves.
Assuming the cave has a way out.
Yeah.
Did we check that before we locked ourselves in here?
No,
You did
but I
not.
can
Check
also
anything.
unlock ourselves. I have the ability to
Yeah.
unlock ourselves.
Okay.
Jack feels like they've been far better off if he just fought them.
No.
You might be able to fight giant ground moles.
And then I just basically go, yeah, and I start walking.
Okay, let's see. So you're traveling underground. Um,
It
What do
smells
you-
terrible in here and it's wet.
why don't you guys give me a marching order? So you're gonna have to travel single file for at least part of the way.
I'm first because I'm basically.
Sorry, I did not mean to move the world. There we go. Okay, Veranda's first. Dram is unconscious, so he's somewhere. We got Jack.
Unconscious after 4 days.
No, he's not.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the NPC closet. He's recovering from the Black Flame incident.
I guess I'll be after Dram.
Okay. And then I guess Fadeleem is taking up the rear. I think that's everybody, right? No, we're missing Hilaire, and you don't have your pog here. Wait 1 second.
Why do you not have a pod?
I just didn't put it on this board yet because there we go.
Oh no, I'm
Okay,
being facetious.
yeah. Hilaire's, where do you want to be in the order?
I was gonna say I could sit on Veranza's shoulder in the front and kind of light the way.
Okay, cool.
Be warned, she will throw you in a case of emergencies.
Okay.
I cannot.
I mean, I
confirm
have a
nor
big pointy
deny.
stick, and I do know how to use it.
God damn it.
Your favorite
Okay.
pastime is throwing me at the enemies.
Okay, so you guys are traveling through the cave. Give me 1 moment.
I also like saving you from the enemies.
Throwing you at them does force you to do something and will strengthen that backbone of yours.
Not when she actively is the reason why I'm in the middle of the danger to begin with.
It doesn't matter why you're there as long as you take away the lessons.
Yeah.
I want to say, how deep do you guys want to go into the cave? It goes hundreds and hundreds of feet down into the earth. And are you going in any particular direction?
Do any of us know what directions are?
Not really.
Underground? I don't know if we do. If we have a choice, we can try to discern eastward.
Okay, yeah, let's call this another perilous journey, I guess. Okay, so we'll do your rolls again for the scouting, quartermaster, and trailblazer.
Oh, that was my defy danger.
That was wisdom, right? Okay.
Oh, ouch. Ugh. Or was it just wisdom?
It was
Oh,
defy
just
danger wisdom.
I got the same freaking.
Okay, so
We're
we
not
got.
doing very well underground.
Oh man, yeah, you guys are lost as hell. So you try to head east. You start to just kind of stumble through the caves. The caves don't naturally want to turn in any particular way. They kind of follow the flow of water. So you find yourselves actually moving. At some point, I guess you realize you're moving west. And you turn back, you try another route, you sort of get into spaces where the caves just get tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's to the point where you have to like take off your packs and crawl through. You guys want to keep going?
Help, I'm stuck.
Oh, that-
Find out. I'll pull you through.
By the way, I forgot all about the dragon. The dragon, let's do that real quick. Ichabod, when you guys make camp while you're in transit, the dragon comes down and rests with you guys at the campsite. And he says to you, Ichabod, you may call me Finex.
It's a good thing I didn't name you.
He says, Why have you bound me, Ichabod?
I didn't bind you. I woke up and you were on my arm.
And who is responsible for my binding?
The general shrug.
What was this? What was the circumstances where you woke up to find you had a new tattoo? And when did this happen? How long ago was it? And where was it?
That was when we made camp after the God, there was another place with smoke and fire. You had
And a
a
whole bunch of
dream.
screaming.
You had a dream about something, and then you woke up and you had the tattoo on.
Was it in Forest Heart when you guys stayed there?
It might have been.
I'm not 100% sure.
It's been longer than 2 weeks. I could not.
Okay, yeah,
sure.
I'll actually go back through my video log and try to figure that out, but I think it was probably Forest Heart. Yeah, so it says, what will you do with me now that I am bound?
Keep you as a pet? Question mark.
I can offer you
That's master.
I can offer you power in exchange for my freedom.
Do you know how many people have offered me that and have somehow always almost got me killed?
How many?
I am with 4 of them.
Ichabod looks
I don't know.
at us.
I don't know who these 4 people were.
Looks
Tell me.
over at us, and I just kind of go, big smile with my left hand, and I have the broken thumb.
Phoenix says,
Give
"Tell
2
me,
thumbs up, and you can only tell one of them.
tell me of these others who offered you power. Who were they?"
A druid that I'm still not entirely sure is a person. 2 pyromaniacs, and now a pixie.
Sprite.
It looks around at the rest of the group, and it says, "What is your purpose now?"
Trying my best not to die and make sure they don't die too.
Very well. It lumbers off into it. So at this you're having this conversation. So this is like a flashback. You're having this conversation back in the Ermine as you guys are traveling. So it lumbers off into the jungle. You hear it every so often, like lumbering in the forest, wandering around as it kind of patrols around your campsite. So as you guys get down underground, the dragon is struggling to fit past you guys. At first, he kind of just slams into the rocks and breaks stuff. He has incredible strength, and the rock actually heats up when he strikes it. And in a couple places, he's able to get through that way, but eventually he has to change shape. And when he does that, he settles back onto your arm, Ichabod, and retakes his tattoo for him so that he can travel with you.
Why didn't you start with that?
A man prefers his freedom.
Mm. I don't trust you, says Sphinx, from your arm.
Yeah, well, feelings mutual.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to say you guys travel down in the caverns for 2 days, and you're, at some point, one of your packs, you guys are slogging through muddy rivers. I'm going to say at some point somebody falls in the water. Who is it?
Probably Jack.
Jack. Well, I don't really fall very often. I
Yeah.
get through.
That's
yeah,
true.
but water's invisible to you.
Sure.
Okay, so Jack falls in the water. So Jack, what do you have in your pack? Let's see.
Not my children's book.
Yeah.
His very
Um,
expensive bottle of whiskey.
I don't really have that much gear. I have some food.
Okay, so your beat up leather jacket is going to get soaked. Obviously, it'll dry out eventually once you get above ground.
My
You're
rations expand 4 times their size because there's all those whatever biscuits.
I think your children's book is destroyed, unfortunately, because it's not really waterproof. And then
You know how many crayons layers there are on each page?
oh, is it crayon? Okay, maybe you'll be okay.
If it's anything like
Um,
when I was a kid, it was a lot.
Okay, we'll say that the book has some damage, but it's not entirely unsalvageable. And then you also lose rations. Roll me
Tough.
2d8. 12. Okay, the party loses 12 rations, which puts you down to 38.
Oh no, the cave fish ate them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is just like perishable stuff that you were carrying as like supplemental, or things like you guys had a roll of salt for like salting your food, stuff like that is lost. So a lot of it is destroyed just by virtue of getting wet. And this water is like muddy and brackish and full of algae. Like anything that gets in there is not really going to be edible anymore.
My favorite thing.
Is there a way that I can commune and figure out which way I can dig to get back to the surface?
Yeah, you can. Do you want to talk to the mountain spirits?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jack. Later, pet.
What was that? I'm sorry.
So Pat was signing off. I just said later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very close for me.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up in a little bit. Let's get you guys to your next destination, and then we'll wrap there.
Yeah, that's fine. That would be where is my, was it Spirit Tongue? I think this was what it was.
Okay, so you speak to the spirits of the mountain, and the spirits of the mountain are sort of not quite eternal, but very long-lived, long memories. Their memories are of the earth, and they know of the lines of power, and they can certainly guide you. They know the paths of rivers and things like that. What do you have to offer them in exchange for their help?
I offer 2 years of my life.
Ooh, okay. Roll parlay.
Charisma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The mountain spirits say, "We have no need of life. We existed before life, and we shall exist after life."
Okay.
What else will you offer us?
That's what I gotta think.
It was a good idea.
I know. I
can offer him this dimensional spider poison I'm carrying.
No, what I want to do is I know that I have like herbs and stuff for cultivating.
Okay.
And different things, just like a little medicinal pack. I said, I will offer you the gift of life, and I will offer them seeds for a known crop that's around there.
Okay. Yeah, so you can offer seeds to the earth for sure. what in terms of your gear, let's say that's 2 uses of your herbs.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're planting seeds in the ground, and you know that there are certain seeds that will grow even in these strange underground conditions that are amongst your roots and things that you have. And so you sort of spread this life, and you give life back to the earth in exchange for guidance. And there's a wind that blows through these deep tunnels in the earth that picks up and starts to guide you as you complete this ritual communion with the earth spirits. And the wind takes you through these vast galleries of you. They take you kind of back out of the narrows, so to speak, back out of these tiny places that you've gotten yourself into. And they take you through this vast galleries of like salt crystals that have formed over eons of water dripping down through the mountains. And amidst them, you start to see stones that are hewn rather than stones that are carved by wind and water, as you come upon an ancient ruin. And we will leave off there for the moment. Let's do the level up move.
Oh, cool.
So you guys have had downtime, let's do the end of session first. You reach the end of a session, choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved, completely explored, no longer relevant, or otherwise. Ask the player of the character you have the bond with if they agree. Anybody resolved any of their bonds?
No.
So
No.
I would suggest, Ichabod, I would suggest that your sort of animosity with Jack could be a bond. What you said before, Ichabod is sensible,
Yeah.
Jack is not. I think that would be a good bond. You might want to suggest that to Jack in the chat and see if he agrees.
Will do.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
They-
I would like to make a bond with. I'm gonna screw up the name.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Thank you. Because it's Leon on the screen. And I'm like, oh. So
Is
I
there a
would-
way to change it just for the game?
I believe.
Yeah, there
so.
is. It's in the, I think, settings on the right side.
Oh,
Yeah, display name.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Beautiful.
I almost exited the game instead of just coming back to chat.
I
Whoops.
really want to use the bond of like he was doing so good, but then he so I feel like my bond with him is like I have to remind him
Not to be
Not-
stupid like the other two.
yeah.
Okay, you accept that bond, Hilarious?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. I love it.
Perfect. All right, great. Any other bond activity, guys? Okay.
I don't think so for today.
I went with definitely with Jack and I'll do it in chat too. I want to understand his relationship with fire,
Okay.
right?
You think you progressed your understanding this session?
No, I don't have a bond with him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's what I want to make sure that I want to get this bond where it's like I might have to deal with, but
Okay. Yeah, definitely suggest it in the chat. That sounds good. Like it makes sense to me.
so- Yeah.
All right. Anything else, guys, for the bonds?
Not for me.
Okay. Did anybody fulfill their alignment or drive this session?
I did help something grow. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you helped your people grow for sure.
And I planted seeds.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I literally made
Okay,
something grow.
Okay, so you get an experience point for your alignment for the session. Anybody else?
I did not.
Okay, that's okay.
I don't think I protected anybody weaker than me.
You picked.
Oh, you protected the Fearbog.
and you also grabbed Jack.
That's true. Yeah,
Jack's not weaker than me.
he was in that moment, but I
Wasn't that Mo?
would say that. But you've also protected the Fearbog from getting
Oh.
overrun by the shock the other dimensional spirits.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see. We did the alignment. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Not really.
I mean, I learned
We
about the
didn't,
leveler breaking his
but-
chains.
Didn't
I think that's important.
Hilarious learn something, but didn't tell us about it?
I'm going to assume that you share. Well, actually, I guess it's up to you, Hilarious. Do you want to share with them what you learned about the leveler, aside from the light rune, of course?
I think when we got away and things kind of calmed down and we've had a chance to rest, like the following day, I would probably tell them about that.
Okay, yeah.
Seeing him with his chains broken.
Okay, that's what I was figuring, yes. Okay, so you guys learned about the leveler, so everybody mark an experience point for that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Uh,
No?
Myself?
Question mark?
myself, I feel like that I enemy ourselves into this cave.
Okay, that sounds like a no. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
Well, we did take the runes.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah, you guys got the earth stones. That definitely counts. Okay, so everybody gets 2 XP for the session. And that is it for tonight. Good game, guys.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
Later.
Good night.
Take care. All right, we're going to wrap up the stream there. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Have a good evening, and I will see you next time. Take care, folks.